of the Tribulation Kids. I'm in the building back to back today. Just trying to see if I can get it done. Felt like, since I got that last live stream done as quick as I did, I need to jump back out here. And before people can finish watching that, I could get started on another one to get past this one. You know what I mean? And then I'll go back and I'll watch both of them. And then I'll see if I see when I'm gonna check back in. But today I just felt like I'm just gonna stream, see if we can meet some new people, see if we can get some people to come through. I'm in the house. Look, William, man, I hope today you get motivated, man. Just seeing me, man, because I'm about to get out here. I feel like we about to get some people that's gonna check in. It's gonna be some new people coming by. I'm feeling like, what I mean, we starting to get seen a little bit out there now, so we about to get out here and try to run just a little bit because I'm starting to feel like certain people listening, certain people is hearing, and um, let me just say something right quick. Boom. Boom. All right. So with three people in the house, man, let me know what y'all got going on, what y'all doing. Let me know how's today going. What y'all eating for breakfast, what y'all eating for lunch. Check in wherever you at. Let me know. Just let me know. I'm curious to know. I feel like I'm in a good mood. I'm in a great mood today, and I don't know what got me so energized and just feeling like just getting out here like this. Is just I guess I witnessed some things that I felt like I wanted to check and see if what I started to think is true, like what my suspicions. Like I'm telling you, man, I don't want to say too much, but I do want to show the love, so hopefully we get the new people, and if we don't, then, we don't, but I felt like we're going to get out here and do a little bit of YouTubing today, and hopefully we get some friends from Facebook. We're looking for those, if we don't get no new YouTube friends, but I will say this, that 4 people in the house, 4 likes. I didn't even like it myself. We got 5 likes now, man. Shout out to y'all. 8 people, whoa. We jumped to 8 that quick. Like, yo, they back. Look, was y'all watching the other one? I'm getting ready to go watch both of these after this one is done. I'm telling you, I gotta watch them before I go on. But I will be watching them and then jumping back out here. So I'm gonna try to do as many as I can do today just because I remember how I used to do that, and it was fun for me then that it could be fun for me now. I never really have anything to say anytime I start my live stream anyway. Like this was fun for me because you just go out there and be yourself. You talk about whatever else. You see people in the chat. Sometimes my chat don't move anyway. So I'm out here talking to myself. I'm talking to 10 people. Ain't nobody saying nothing. You know what I mean? But it don't matter. I see the hammer and the 100 in the chat. You rock with now. I appreciate you, William Gilbert. We out here today, boy. Okay. My man Big Dina's in the house. Storm Raymond's up in the house. We in the building. We out here. Yo, Storm, we about to get it cracking. You already know how these streets roll. That's somebody that's from the neighborhood. You know what I mean? He know what it's like on the other side of town. But they coming through. I'm letting you know. They coming through. Hello, friends. Nice to see you again. Miss Lorraine. Miss Lorraine, let me tell you something. We need to make sure that you got you a jacket on out here. It's cold, and a lot of people out here walking around here trying to be cute. They ain't putting no clothes on. They ain't putting no jackets on. You know what I mean? They walking outside with flip-flops. They ain't putting no socks on their feet. All the rest of that. Interesting. I looked up your channel and your next live, and it didn't show up. That's because I'm spare the moment, what I mean? I just jump out there. Like, I'm from these streets, and you can't let them know your next move. You know what I mean? You got to get out there when you can get it, while it's hot. And I felt like right now it's a little hot in these streets, boy. Like, they coming through. William, you see, look, Storm, they coming through. You feel me? Thanks for the moderation. Yeah, we want to make sure you're good, but we need you to make sure you start putting them clothes on coming out here. It's cold out here. Oh, my fault. I see you, Chef. Boy, the chat's starting to move. You know what I mean? Like, this gonna give me hype, boy. We already got 14 people in the house. I told you, man, something happened this weekend, boy. God showed me you better get out there and speak. Look, Yo, you got a wrench. We don't all mods share it right now. Y'all are more than welcome to share y'all content. We need y'all to know, you know what I mean? So some of the people in the chat can hook up with you. We need to let the people know outside that are just peeking in. I don't think you have a mod. So if you like a mod, just say something in the chat. I'm telling you, we friendly, we all right. You know what I mean? But our neighborhood, like some our peoples are gonna be over here too, because we know we getting ready to integrate. They coming through. I'm telling you. Shit alive. Look. He want to make sure they hear us. You know what I mean? We get ready to say something. You know, eventually, you know, they gonna hear it. Trust me, like they heard already. Look, try dealing with 30 or 40 in the chat. It be moving fast. I know. You know. But you know, I'm equipped for that. I've been in these streets long enough to know how to stand. You know, and as long as you got some faith when you stand, boy, look here. Shout out to my man Steven, the discussion reseller. Now, you done changed your name again. You a reseller out here now. You okay? You handle the discussions over there? Like I might have to come to your panel and sit down and see what y'all talk about. Nah, but Stephen Batten, that's his name. If you and me, Bell Loop, you know, Bell Loop is also somebody that does live streams and have panels and stuff, and y'all might can connect, you know. So make sure y'all connect. You know, Stephen's somebody. You know, I'm glad you still keeping close. Hey, Darnell, shout out to Heather. I see you. You know what I mean? Kiani in the house too. Okay, I see all y'all. I told y'all. I'm on the marathon. Like, look, y'all gonna catch me live pretty much today. I just need y'all to know I'm out here in these streets. I feel good too. I'm hyped. Look, still hurt though. I'm telling you, but I'm out here. Look, Kikiani, I put up a couple shorts. You know what I mean? I try to listen to your management. You know what I mean, to see, you know, okay, I'll do it, but I need some help on certain things, you know what I mean? But I appreciate your encouragement and your motivation to push me out there to say you need to start doing these things. And shout out to TXJH556. That's Heather right there in the chat. I appreciate her as well. So we do got people checking in. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully you guys are staying blessed out there. If you are a content creator, please share your content. Please interact with somebody in the chat. Let them know where you from. You know, maybe y'all got something in common. However way that work. We got 13 people, 12 likes. I appreciate the likes. We trying to get more people up in here. We gonna get more people from the other side of town. Now, I need y'all to know when they come up over here. Y'all already modded, you know what I mean? Like we gonna know, we gonna know who was here first, you know what I mean? And it ain't like they coming over here to take our streets or anything, you know what I mean? I'm just saying we probably gonna integrate. It look like we about to grow this year, and it's about to be on and cracking out here on these streets. We got 13 likes, 13 people. We looking good. Let's see. Shared the live. Okay, appreciate you, Big D. Oh Lord, look. That's gonna get us connected to the streets right there. They're probably gonna hear us, you know. So we ain't gonna worry about it. You know, we gonna wait. We gonna wait till they come through, cause they coming through. You know, but it's gonna be all gang. No, just playing. I felt like laughing. Kikiani, you done went and got your other channel. Boy, I'm telling you, boy, they looking out over here. I'm telling you, man. Appreciate you, Kikiani. Or did you go get your other channel? Because you was like, hold on, I don't want everybody connected to my main channel. Let me go get my second channel. She heard me say the streets is getting ready to come over here. She's like, let me go get my other channel just in case. Just in case. Just in case. Boy, that's so funny to me. Look, I'm okay. We also have a long icy winter this year, and having winter blues. Hugs to family, especially the sweet girl I saw one time in your live stream. Oh, you seen her? The one from France. Yeah, that caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for that, you know. But somehow, some way, like I just I I don't know, you know. Some people take to me, young, old. They, you know, and it has been like that even when I was young in ministry. You know what I mean? Like they was happy to see me in the youth department. You know what I mean? Like they, you know, like I don't know. It's cause I'ma always be a kid. Like I ain't gonna never grow up. You know, I'ma always be who I am, and I think that's just what it is. You know, so Shout out to the one from France. Her name was something. Hey Trill, they said the vertical live do better. Yeah, Rick always told me that too, but they said that you could use both of them like that. So I figured, okay, we do it like that. Shout out to my friend coming through the door. Star is in the building. The Europe is in the house right there. We got Europe in the house right now. Appreciate you, Star. Thank you for always, your support and always saying what's up. Um, what time is it out there right now, Star? Cause I'm planning on doing a couple live streams. You want to come through. You want to sing a song or something. Let me know. You bring your friends. They welcome too. No, no, no. Matter of fact, no, 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 no. You can't sing over here. You We gotta go to your channel because the way you be singing, no, you ain't gonna get me in trouble. You ain't gonna get yourself in trouble. We gonna keep it at that. Let's see, L15 trips, L15. I don't know. Oh, like 15. Okay, okay, okay. How are you, Trips? I'm still a little sick, and I need to blow my nose before y'all think I'm like Roscoe out here. Like my nose just been leaking, and I don't know. Maybe I feel like I'm doing too much because I feel like I'm kind of making a little bit of noise, and I probably shouldn't be out here like that. But I'm feeling like, certain people starting to see me move, and I need to get my channel back moving and get it back in motion, So this is just where I'm at right now, just to try to get back just into what's the routine of just being seen on the live stream, talking to the people, being able to interact. But I do feel like we getting ready to have some new people that's gonna come from the other side of town, and a lot of the people that I have been talking to for the longest period of time really is not affiliated with that other side of the town. That's what I'm saying. When they come through and they flood these streets, eventually one day it might be. It might be hectic over here from now on. I'm talking about the discussions and stuff that we be having. Like it's gonna get real interesting because people really gonna have some stuff to say. Everybody's a Tribulation Kid. Everybody done been through something. They know what's going on. Like they gonna feel welcome here. They's gonna feel warm. We gonna have some good times. We gonna have some bad times. Like it's getting ready to get down. Like I'm getting ready to get out here in these streets. To be a voice as well as anybody else, and they can come with me, and they can be a voice here, or we can go and be a voice somewhere else, But eventually it's almost time for us to start to speak, and I want to believe what the scripture's telling me, always been true, I think that was in Matthew's, when Jesus said that they'll deliver you up for affliction and kill you, you know what I mean? He said we're gonna be able to talk in front of kings and governors, you know what I mean? Like he don't worry about what to say, don't worry about what to speak. He said, because at that minute, that time, the Holy Spirit will speak out. He'll give you whatever it is you're gonna say. So I feel like I always been looking for that and waiting for it, and I just I wanna be here for that, So that's how I feel. If you're waiting to ask some folks show up, we'll shout out. Come up on the panel. Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I've always been one to just kind of stay under the radar. Like I'm really shy. Like I really don't like to be around a lot of people. Like I'm one of them introverts. Like I'm one that isolate myself, try to find something constructive in what I'm isolating myself to do. But I love people, you know what I mean? But it's like sometimes it's just being around a bunch of listen. Don't be nervous. That's exactly what it is. Like my nerves is bad, sir. And if you don't mind, just give me a quick sec. I gotta go blow my nose. Just a second. All right, let's see. Kahana, welcome back, man. Appreciate you coming back. Belt Loop, share out. Oh Lord have mercy. But no, seriously. I kind of always been in panels. Like I was kind of explaining that on my last live stream is that when I started, like I had a bunch of people that I found that I used to get out here and used to have on my live stream before the live stream even start. You know, because that was back in the day when live streaming you used to have to use Hangouts. You know, and I don't know if people remember Hangouts. You know, you like really had to be out here around that time. And like I said, I used to have so many groups, and I used to start, and I have a panel right when I start, but we will really be knowing what we were gonna talk about before we start, and then that's when I used to ride the waves of the titles and stuff like that. But like I am a certain kind of way with my titles. Like I don't put no pride or no energy into making my titles purposely. You know what I mean? To stay under the radar. Like I've always just kind of. You say I remember hangouts. Look, I'm telling you, like if you've like really been out here, like and you've been on different people's panels and stuff. Like I used to be in so many groups because of hangouts, and like you got that's like your ID right there. Like they'll know how long you've been there. Cause like if I get out here, all of a sudden I'm getting thousand people in my live stream and stuff like that. Like these YouTubers want to know how he get here, how long he been here. You know what I'm saying? And when the last time he uploaded something, like they're gonna come up over here, they're gonna look and they're gonna see the last time you uploaded something and how often you be up out here. And the only reason why I say that is because in one of my live streams just the other day, I spoke of a celebrity out here. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say his name again, only because. But if you remember when the celebrity came out here, like what he had to go through to get respect in these streets. You know what I mean? Like you would have seen how they were picking at him and his channel. You know, like they were trying to figure out when the last time you posted something. Like what you doing saying something now? Like but he stood up to them all. He did. I mean, he went through some of these different areas on the other side of town that I'm talking about, and he fought them, head up, straight up. And like, there's a big YouTuber out here. Like, I don't want to say his name because I don't. Every time you say their name, they end up coming to the live stream out of nowhere. So I don't want to say his name. But I will say what I will say about him was I was on somebody else's panel back in the day when he first came out. I don't know if no, I don't want to talk too much about that one, boy, because that's what all, man, y'all will see me on these streets on somebody's video if I speak on that. So I'm just not gonna get involved in that. But I will say that when he did first come out here on these streets, before he had a channel, before he had a name, before people knew who he was, I was on Mike Larry panel that day. So I will help not investigate, but we were interviewing. That's what he came over there for, was for the interview. You know what I mean? And I was there, and I was sitting up here thinking that the other day. Look, I can't right now at work, and my phone. I'm not any good on phone. I'm decent with a computer. Oh really? I ain't really decent with none of that stuff. I really just push live and go, and just hope people will come by, But I'm knowing that there's not a lot to like really watch out there that people are really interested in watching, you know what I mean? And I done got used to just kind of sitting back and just letting my live stream just flow and come to me, you know what I mean? That is so natural to me to just do that. That's why I said I'm on a marathon right now. I speak for an hour, I turn it off, I turn it back on. Only because I know if I could speak all the way through, it'll keep my attention when I watch it back. Thanks. I'm just here to support though. Well, I appreciate your support, because I feel like as long as I'm getting to know the people that are around me, when the time is when the time is here, I will be sharing the link and getting people up to speak, just because I'm waiting for us to get on the same topic all around the world. Once we get on the same topic, you know what I mean? I have something to say. I just feel like I ain't really had nothing to say. You said I like the energy. Really, I feel like I'm too hype right now. Like I guess it's because I'm knowing like it's something getting ready to go down. You know what I mean? And we all getting ready to be a part of it. You know, I want to get to know the people that are around me, because when they come up on the panel, at least I'll know who they are in the chat. You know what I mean? But I need people to know when we are integrated with the other side of YouTube, if it does and happen, it's because of you. Black Guns and Cars, it's because of you. Oh man, shucks, he gonna get me out here. Oh man. Yo, I told you, Black Guns and Gardens, man, they hear about it every time you say something about them. And I don't want to get out here saying too much, because I know they heard me. And the reason why is because they heard me a long time ago. You know what I mean? But I gotta tell you, I just like I've been waiting for you. Only because like I'm laughing because how you been paying attention to what's going on over there. Like the hype energy. I'm a lot more laid back. I'm laid back too. You know, usually when I'm out and hanging out and stuff like that, I ain't like this. But I'm excited because I live for this. I've been wondering how you been. How you been? Yo, CFM Rocks Queen. I was like, yo, she ain't messing with me no more. Probably because of how I acted out there at the park. I was like, I probably went in a little too strong, you know what I mean? But I needed something to talk about, you know what I mean? And I was like, well, Donald Trump might be good. And then when I started talking about Iran, I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't have went there. But she know how I am. Let me see. Please don't forget to hit the like, friends. Thank you. I appreciate you being in the house. Uh, CFM, like, how you been? Man, look, Black Guns and Gardens, man. Was you over there last night? You know what we talked about. Because I do believe they've been listening to some of the stuff I said just recently when I'm talking to you, and I'm feeling like what I mean, they've been hearing me because I've been checking in over there, and I'm looking at some of the stuff in their titles, and I'm feeling like it's directed towards me, and then I'm going to some of the people channel that I talked about, and the one he was using some of the same words and the same diction I used from the last video, and I was thinking he was listening. But they be hearing stuff, you know what I mean? And I want to make sure that I'm moving accordingly out here because I know they're listening. But I want to make sure that they feel comfortable because they might just come through because they know I'm from out here. You know what I mean? Like I ain't just start. That's what I'm saying. Like they'll show me the love. Look, how you been, y'all? Look. CFM Rock she real cool peoples, you know what I mean? And Kahana and Big Dean, everybody in the chat, you know. So if y'all don't mind getting to know each other or whatever, you know, if y'all got some stuff you like to share your content because how people have probably found out about me when I first started this channel was I used to try to find a place I could share my content, you know, and I felt like I just came out around the time of the pandemic, so you know I had something to say. So I used to go to the content creators I used to watch coming up, and as soon as they stopped their live stream, I would post my link in the chat so that people would go and do their comments, but they would also try to hit me up. You know what I mean? That's how, and it wasn't working. You know what I mean? Because they just they only rock with who they want to rock with. Like if they want to rock with you, they'll find you. But don't force people. Don't force yourself on people. You know what I mean? Because everybody not gonna like you. Not everybody not gonna rock with you. Everybody not gonna agree with you. None of that. That's why I stay under the radar. You know what I mean? Like they'll find me. You know, I just been patient. So what I'm saying is, I used to post my stuff in other people's channels as soon as they stopped their live stream. You know what I mean? And some of these big YouTubers, I used to do it in their chat. You know what I mean? And I don't think I should have been doing it like that, but that was a way for me to get heard. And then I ran across some channels that allow me to go and share my content. And that's where I came across Miss Fontelier and Umbek, you know what I mean? Pecky. You know, that's how I got involved with her because she was a place I can go and share my content. But when I was there, I met so many different people from around the world that her channel allowed me to go another direction because she started to promote my channel. You can find different YouTubers out here that have bigger channels, that connect people, that do all kinds of stuff with content, that actually take your channel on and promote it. And the time that I started was around the time that people used to promote smaller channels. You don't see a lot of people promote smaller channels like you used to, but what I used to do is I used to put the word connect into my titles, and it used to connect me to these different people that used to allow you to share your content. So by me being able to share my content, I felt like this is what I need to do. I need to open it up where people can come to my channel and share their content as well. Because I got out here at first, I wasn't giving everybody no mod. You know what I mean? Like I was planning on having me a couple mods, and that's how I was gonna move. And a couple of the people that was from the streets on that side of town used to tell me, like, don't give everybody no mod. But I've wanted to open the door so people could share their content. That's what it's about for me. Share your content, whatever you got going, whatever you got doing, do just like Big Gene just did. Share your content because you're welcome to do that here. Shout out to my man, Kahana, man. I love you, dude. Just for always looking out for me. Happy equals content. Joyful, merry, uh, jo- I'm looking at it like Giovanni, JaVale, jolly, cheerful, I should say gleeful, careful, untroubled, delight, be happy, and let the words highlight you. Amen. Yo, that's a good dude, man. Been in my corner since he met me. One of my biggest supporters. I appreciate you, Kana. And I ain't been able to make it to every live stream. You know what I mean? But I make sure I come through and hit the like. That's my dude. I appreciate your support, man. I appreciate your donation. Thank you very much. Amen, Kahana. Kahana is, man, he always just been good. Just, what I mean, just to have something wise to say or something motivating, and I just been blessed, along the way, man, to have met so many just amazing people, in the chat, and I need y'all to know, this gonna be the year that, we actually, probably gonna get a bigger audience, probably gonna spread out there a little bit, and I feel like, God has put me in a place to remind me, of the vision, like the vision that has always been the same, and there's so many people out there with that same vision, and it's a part of my vision, that's why I know. If y'all had a chance to see the video that I put up yesterday, that was from 8 years ago. And the same thing I'm doing right now is the same thing I was doing then, and I was doing it on a higher level then than I am doing it now. Just with a faster at meeting people, going to find people, you know what I mean? Because I was interacting with both Facebook and YouTube. You know what I mean? That's why I say certain things are how I move in my character now. I don't do because I've already done it. I don't want to get out here telling people hit the like, telling people share, telling people, yeah, shout out to Kyle Krippner vlog coming in the house. Shout out to you. Appreciate you, Kyle. Kyle, don't come up in here with no bunch of paragraphs. The chat been cool. You know what I mean? And how's everybody? Hope is well with everyone. So yeah, man, I'm on my marathon with 14 people in the house. I'm trying to get to 20 today. If I could get 20 people today, and then start moving up. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna try to get to our highest amount of people to talk to in our audience this year. Hopefully we'll be able to just put ourselves in a position, man, one day that God could use us. That's the main thing for me. I don't want nothing. I don't need nothing. I need y'all. I need y'all to be, just aware, especially with the stuff that y'all hearing, the stuff that y'all seeing. I don't want to throw no speculations out there. I don't want to put no fear out there. I just want my people to be good, So we're going to try our best, to just, stay together this year. If y'all come across some things that y'all thinking we need to talk about, we can look into it. I don't mind that, I'm sorry, y'all. Let's see. Life, love, trust, faith, hope, charity. Yo, you know what was good about the word charity? This guy showed me this a long time ago, just in the word, we're just using two different versions of the Bible. And he took me to, I think it was in Hebrew, you know what I mean? And we read it in the King James, and then we read it in another version, and charity was love. Every word that was charity became love. You know what I mean? And that's the way it was translated. It blessed me because that's the way I remember charity is love. You know, and I done had a chance to meet so many people I didn't love. You know what I mean? Just love on people. You know, um, it's always been like that for me. I have a way of just going to find people as well, you know, that I know that we're gonna be all right. This gonna be the day and the time, you know, that we can get Mo to join us. 20 likes, 12 people in the house. We got more likes than we got the people, you know, and I appreciate that all the way. Thank you for the donation. You know, that's something I'm gonna use to do whatever I do going forward. But I started to think, man, like why am I doing all this work on the side and staying so stuck in my hobbies when the one hobby and the one passion I have is people? I can't go out there and get people if I stay stuck right here. You know, I can't let that pull me back into that isolation and that state of mind to not be constructive. You know what I mean? Like with the people. Like I gotta come out here. You know, and um, this is the way I'm gonna break my silence. Is just to continue to put myself on the spot to say, yo, do your live stream, get it done for the day. That's gonna make you feel better. That's gonna make you feel good. Like there's something in this that excites me. There's something in this that I get so happy to do. You know what I mean? And it's the people. I get to come out here and praise my Lord, my King in front of the world. Like I ain't gotta stay. I ain't gotta be censored to how I love or cherish. You know. The people I respect, you know what I mean? Like, I'm in a place right now where it's just, yo, I feel so comfortable back on my live stream. Like, I'm finally growing back into my character. I'm growing back into my space. Like, I'm getting back into the thing that I really enjoy doing, you know what I mean? And I've been doing it for so long that I had to remind myself who I was, what I did, you know what I mean? Like, what have I been here for? The same message, to speak Jesus' name freely. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to get myself in front of 50,000 people to just proclaim the name of Christ. I don't care for none of this. You won't gonna never have my name mixed to selling my soul. You know what I mean? And forever, people may have any, well, I ain't gonna say any, well, I ain't never been no celebrity, so they ain't never thought that about the kid. But I will say this, I never put myself in a position to give myself so much glory because of the artists I started listening to after I started listening to rap. I started listening to people that had a message. And Christian rap was what kind of helped me out, you know, like with Lecrae or listening to, what's his name? Trey, what's his name? Uh, Trip Lee. Trip Lee was dope to me. I don't know what people think. Trip Lee was dope. But then when I found Brian Trejo. You know what I mean? Like I only listened to him for many years, you know, because I would hear scripture. You know what I mean? Like I only wanted to deal with stuff that was feeding my soul, feeding my spirit. You know, and gotta run. Y'all have a great week. Thank you. Appreciate it. My first worship song I composed in my life. Boom. That's on the pen for you. And if y'all don't mind checking out my man Kahana, you know what I mean? That's my producer right there. He look out for me, you know. Even though I haven't finished that rhyme, I've been sick and my throat still hurt. Let's see. Love yourself first. You can't help others unless you are 100. Are you under the weather, Tribs? If so, sending prayers to you to get better soon. Thank you. I appreciate that, CFM. Yeah, it seemed like it's been about a week now. You know, I done had like a little pain. You know, it's like a sinus. It feel more like an infection, not like a flu. You know, but I've been struggling to get it down, like even swallowing, you know, I don't want to say it like that, pause. But even, you know, doing that, it's been kind of a struggle, you know, but, and I'm a little stuffy and stuff like that, but I didn't want it to stop me. Like, I'm still on my marathon. I'm running today, only because I enjoy doing this, you know, and I enjoy watching the content. And as of lately, I like going back watching the stuff I did because it's just something about certain things I do that cracks me up, you know what I mean? And there's certain people, you know, and I was like, yo, I'm getting to the point where I'm getting back comfortable and getting used to doing these hours at a time that I know that I could just do an hour at a time and get a lot of these, you know what I mean? And then it is not like me sitting for 2 hours, 3 hours and waiting for people, you know what I'm saying? Like I could just come through, check in, and I check out before they check in, or I could check in and they can check in, you know what I mean? But the fact of the matter, the video be up, and then I'm seeing myself being able to entertain myself for a full hour. Even though, you know, it depends what we talking about, you know, like if I got some information and we get to talking the discussion and have a little conversation, like that jump fun to me because I watch it back and I like when I'm saying something and I got a message or, you know, my approach to certain people or people approach to me. You know, it's blessed me, you know, and I done got used to my chat not moving that I just go out there and make the video. That's what I'm staying focused on. So CML, if you send Tribs Popeyes and some Circle K juice, he'll be all right. Yo, Popeyes, man, that probably would have that out of me real quick, you know, just because that's kind of spicy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not really a spicy type no more. You know what I mean? Like I done calm down. I gotta watch what I eat at my age. You know what I mean? I don't want to be out here with high blood pressure and some more stuff. So I need people to really be aware of they health these days. I love Popeyes. You know, I started eating Popeyes like a year and a half ago. For one, the Popeyes over here always get my order wrong. For one, and then for two, it's too spicy for me sometimes, you know. I love their mashed potatoes and gravy though. Boy, the mashed potatoes and gravy off the hook. No spice, no nice. You know, I feel like I'm sweating just think about it, you know. But I do need something that's gonna make me sweat right now to get this out my system. So, um, I don't know if you guys been feeling better because I know you was feeling kind of sick the other day, you know, but um, that junk don't feel good. Oh, y'all having so much fun. I am having so much fun. Like 10 people in the house, like, yo, I'm on the marathon today. Like, y'all could just stay in the background. Let me just get out here and speak. Just keep your eyes open because I'm telling you, them bigger YouTubers still listening. It don't matter if they not here. It's like, yo, they watching. I know they is. Trust me. Trust me. On that side of town, look, Black Guns and Gardens, he done left me too. I sit there talking to him. He gonna go back and try to listen. He probably on the other side of town. Let's see, you got soft trips. Yeah, I kicked the sinus out of my system. Took some allergy pills. I did take the allergy stuff, man, but it's right here. It's just man. Oh yeah, potatoes and gravy. Yeah, the shrimp there. You like the shrimp? You like the fish there too? Like the fish? I'm about tired of eating fish. Oh yeah, Dave. Cajun rice is not the dirty rice. I don't really consider that Cajun rice to be honest with you. But all right, um, is that Cajun? I guess it could be right. The little meat in the rice. Mm, yeah, boy, Liquid 420, boy. I bet you he could prepare it because he sound like he be cooking. You know. Yeah, man. So I was thinking, I need to be careful on these live streams too to make my conversations a little more interesting, to drop a little more information as far as certain things, only because now they watching, you know what I mean? Like they need to be hearing something too. Like we don't want them to not be entertained. So then I was thinking, should I say something or should I do something to just make it spicy a little bit? But again, you don't want to get out here and wrestle with these people that I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Because I know they listening. You know what I mean? And I know for sure you was because them words that you used was show what I used on my last live stream. I just want to say that, you know, direct to you only because I seen what you put in that title. It did what happened yesterday. They didn't went over there. And see, when they get to going back at it with each other, That's when it be funny, and I'll be wanting to see that. So if you know what I'm talking about, like you want to be over there to see that. And I feel like right now it's going on over there. Like the whole audience is moving and going around to everything that happened yesterday. See, I don't know how to tell y'all what happened yesterday. Okay, I'll just put it like this. So there was this guy that is in jail, right? And let's just say that he contacted one of the hood journalists out here. Let me just say like that. He's the hood journalist, right? And then when he called, when he called the hood journalist, like he started talking, he started telling everything. Like I don't know if it was everything really, because I'm only so versed with the case and everybody that's involved, because it's been going on for a while. But because court dates and stuff is coming up, like it's starting to be a hot topic out there. But this is news in real time. That's what's so fun, because you actually seeing the news real time of these people that are actually going through something about a rapper that was assassinated. Well, the one that was on the phone talking to the hood journalist last night, he was just telling some stuff and stuff. And I thought that in itself was interesting. Well, the people in the audience were sitting up there thinking, well, you talking a little too much. And then some things came out. And then one of the other YouTubers heard the phone call that he had to respond about what happened, but he put one of the YouTubers' names in the title. That right there is when it get like you gotta go here and see what happened. You know what I mean? Like because now they out here in these streets. You know what I mean? And because they all been working with. See, most of them, they all grew up in the same era. Like they all started YouTube practically around the same time as each other. So they've been going back and forth with it and at it so many years. You know what I mean? That there was one of them I was thinking about, that I was talking about, that I never said his name. Only because I'm just from YouTube, man. It's a lot going on out here. I might have to make me some fried chicken and Cajun gravy now. I need something to eat just in general, man. I'm 41 minutes in. Now, I'm going to go back and watch both of these live streams and get back out on these streets just to kind of peek out here and see what's going on, because I don't want to get pulled into no mess. And I had to say, this is all because Black Guns and Gardens. He asked me about something on the live stream, and my take, in my opinion, about something that was going on in the industry. And because I tried to give out information to get people to the right people connected in the right places, boy, they about to come looking for the kid, you know what I mean? Just to make sure, we good out here, But like I said, they didn't just hear about me. They already knew about me. Let's see. I'm gonna make sloppy joes. I ain't had no sloppy joes in a while. Like that do sound good right there. Slop is beef gravy and onions and mushroom and ground beef served over mashed potatoes. Some of y'all be cooking in the chat. Boy, look here. I wish we stayed in the same city so you can send me a plate. Cause I'm so enough hungry right here. I got 15 more minutes in, and I'm telling you, I'm about to go get me something to eat, and then watch my live streams and chill. And hopefully I said something that made me smile. Like most of the time, that's all I'm looking for anyway on my live stream. I go back and watch it and see, did I do anything? Did I say anything that cracks me up? Like certain stuff be making me laugh. I ain't gonna front. It's little things. So anyway, with 11 people here, man, I hope y'all having a good day. Most of y'all probably at work and y'all can't talk and say nothing in the chat. Or we got some of those new people in the background. Please make sure that you subscribe, because we are out here in these streets as well. Now, will we be getting involved with certain things? I don't know, but you must be from that other audience. Come on through. We gonna come over here. At least you know what's going on. Like most of my audience don't know. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, I try to keep them away from these streets. You know what I mean? Like I look out for mine. You know what I mean? Like I want them to be informed, but I don't want them to really get involved. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm telling them, like, certain ways, like you gotta move out there. Like you can't just go over there and think that you a part of this. You know what I mean? Like, no. You walking through other people's neighborhoods, you know what I mean? You need to be careful and know the rules when you go into these different channels, because boy, you go up over there and get your head bust. They put you out they chat so quick from you not avoiding the rules. And see, we got different rules over here. You know, I'm just a little more open. You know what I mean? The laws is different, the strict restrictions and all the rest of that. But we about to integrate. And the only reason why I say we about to integrate is because I think what's about to happen in this world is gonna have enough news for everybody to get involved, and people gonna be coming from everywhere. So we want to make sure that we getting ourselves prepared for when they do come. Because if God can heal, save, and deliver, we want to make sure that we are there to do our part. And that is what's my part in this being my purpose. You know what I mean? Like I'm feeling like God gonna use me one day. You know, and I hope he do in a major way, you know what I mean? And I hope we laughing and enjoy ourselves at that. I just feel like they do something major in this world that we all know and we all see, people gonna be trying to go where they feel comfortable at. You know, and that's just what it is. You know, and for them to have known me as long as they have, at least they know how I am with the people. Like one thing they can't say is I'll treat the people wrong if the people came to listen to me. You know what I mean? I ain't finna do that. You know, I love the people and I want to make sure that I'm here doing my part when they are looking for information, news, looking for a place to go where they can feel comfortable. You know what I mean? I could help them kind of conduct themselves out here in these streets. I could help them navigate, know where to go. I know Trips for 6 years now. I don't know why some of y'all be coming up here. It sound like y'all be lying. Like, I don't think 6 years. It ain't been no 6 years. I wish I had my laugh, but it might feel like 6 years, but kind of do the same thing. Like, some of y'all know me for about 2, 3 years. You know what I mean? Possibly know me the whole 4 years that I've had this channel, but you would have to rephrase, like, remind me, because you came from Mr. Fishing. Mr. Fishing, I have not known Mr. Fishing for 6 years. But I know he sent you because I remember a lot of y'all, like when I met y'all. You know what I mean? Like usually with my audience, my chat, if you've been here before, I know how we met. I know, you know what I mean? I remember most of the conversations and stuff. I'm getting a little older, but that don't mean nothing. I still remember. Please don't forget to hit the like. I knew Triz when he were when we were kids in Virginia. Man, you lying. Like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Stop telling people that. You know what I mean? Because there'd be a lot of people out here lying. Like, I remember you way back when. No, why y'all be trying to act like y'all know me for a long time? Oh my God, that's so funny. Nah, but I appreciate y'all though. It do feel like it. Look, the music field and fishing community. Yeah, but um 6 years ago, like my channel has only been established for 4 years, you know, and we are now working on our 5th year, and you know, hopefully we keep going. You know, I just now noticed that I've been on social media for about 8 or 9 years now. Um, I just heard a couple of YouTubers the other day talk about them being out here 10 years, and then I heard another one say he been out here for 20 years. Um, I'm gonna try to stay. Listen, okay, maybe in the fifth. You think 5 years? Like, you really think you know me 5 years? Like, no, I don't think so. Because I only known Fisher for about 3 years, you know. And as far as the music goes, I really wasn't putting nothing out, you know. The only way people would have heard of me, like I was on people's other people's platforms, or I was on music, you know, like featuring on somebody's records or stuff like that. Like with Ike Isla. Ike Isla has always kept me in the game. Um, yes, I followed you since I've been on here. Really? How long you been on here? We got to do some investigating to see when you started your channel. Because if you get the popping, they're gonna come looking at your channel, see when in your about section anyway. So let's go over here and do a little background discovery on you right quick. And let's see. The Queen. Let's see what she got going on right here. Let's see, you joined February 5th, 2022. Hmm. February 5th, 2022. Okay. Um, yeah, she probably know me a little bit. The, the guitar prof- the guitar professional. look, the last guy that was here, I thought he was you. You know what I mean? And it's funny though because why you leave me out here that day? How you just go say something, then erase it out the chat, and then leave and have me stuck? I ain't know how to respond, what to say. I know you just knew that was just too funny, huh? Just left me out there. I'm like, man, I ain't seen no Canadians in a while. Oh yeah. She from Canada, you know what I mean? But you want to be careful, you know what I mean? Because usually, you know what I mean, somebody else is close by. You think it's funny. See, I knew you did it on purpose. I was out there stuck too, like, I heard. I'm a comedian, man. I know. I said, he's sitting up here watching me, just how I'm going to struggle with this and get past it. But it worked out, you know. A guitar, I'm really bad. I've been ill. Okay. Okay. Oh, I had to reread that. I'm like, oh Lord. Um, let's see, practicing my gig. But see, that's what I'm saying, man. Y'all is musicians, you know, entertainers, you know. Shout out to y'all, appreciate you. And I'm 50 minutes in, boy. I tend to go I'm sorry. Yeah, and he said, bad, why? Like, I don't want to ask her why, but we hope that you feel better. And if you would like to share, that's up to you. But we want to say, um, good thing you are in the house, you know, and you are feeling better today. That's the one thing. Thank you for joining because it's been a while, and I did think, you know, about you, like wondering, you know, if she'll ever come back by. And I know I got other friends like that too. I'm hoping I see him again. Look, I miss those days catching blue crabs, fishing in Norfolk. Take home and have community cookout. Boy, I'm telling you, that used to be fun, man. You go and do a bunch of crabbing and come back and you boiling a bushel of crabs. Like that's Virginia for you right there. So shout out to VA, my peoples out there in Virginia. I got a few of them out here that I ran into actually. People don't do that anymore. Now we used to get bushels of crabs, and that's what we used to do. Like sometimes on the weekend, but we used to do a lot of crabbing. That's why we used to like it. I was under Judea or Judith, my real last name. Oh, and then my twin sister. Oh, and a bunch of crap and like on here, and a bunch of crap happened on here, real life stuff, and started my new. You got a new channel? Put it in the chat. You know, let me subscribe. I'm gonna come by you because I remember at one time I was encouraging you to write again, you know, and you used to say you used to like to write. It used to help you to escape, you know, and I don't know if you forgot about that, but you know, if I could push you to get back into doing that, that'd be a great thing. But put it in the chat just so you know I could subscribe and we can get some other people to subscribe just so you could build that channel. And of course, you guys know y'all can share your content. The guitar professor, you say you're practicing for your gig. If you got something you want to share out there as well, but followed you under my old channel, and this is channel, but followed you under my old channel and this channel. Okay, but I want to follow you under your new channel, you know, just in case you out there getting new content. Now, I will tell people out there that, like, if you listening in from Facebook and you want to come up over here to YouTube, I would tell you come up over here to YouTube. Now, if you're not ready for an audience and stuff like that, you want to just go ahead and get your content together before you start building it. That's what you want to do. But if you ain't really making no content on your other channel, which I got one too, I'm making content, but I'm been busy. But if you are out there and you make a content on your other channel and you have been busy and you haven't had a chance to do it, all I would tell you to do, make your content. Don't worry about the people being there. Just get as much content as you can there. So when you do get the people there, they have something to watch. A lot of people just get the people there and they're like, I'm going to build the content now. And I've been one of them people. Like, I'm going to go get them, then bring it up. But I ain't got the time to actually sit and make the content right now because this day and time, we need to be out here on our live stream. This is what makes me happy. This is what I do. I come out there, say what I want to say, chill with the people, get the people in the house. And we got 11 people up here, steady 11 too. That's what I'm saying, man. That'd be fun for me. Let's see. This one I'm on here is my new channel. Let me see. What happened when I looked it up? Mm, you sure? Let me see. Go to channel. Yeah, I'm subscribed. Then how is this new if I'm already subscribed? This ain't too new. You know what I mean? You talk about it in the past. Like I think I seen you before the Qatar professional. I didn't get a chance to read it. I was getting ready to read it right now. Why you erase it? That's what you did the other day. Tribs, did y'all have a Zabara pizza where you grew up? This one. I've been on YouTube over 6 years, but with my King 6 year, I've been on YouTube over 6 years, but with my King 6 years on here. Okay. My old channel is Judith P. Mm. Well, just make sure you share your content and we'll find you. Well, I went to your other channel too just now and I was subbed. Um, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think her channel is new. I think she out here, she forgetting. That's all. Look, she out here telling people we known each other 6 years. Like, nah, that ain't true. You know what I mean? You talk about the king, not the kid. I'm sorry. That was. I'm sorry. Um, said my routine would get me killed in the club with and think I was funny. Well, I mean, sometimes what's real be funny. You know what I mean? And most of these comedians get out there. Why you keep erasing what you saying? Like, is you on a run or something? Like, seriously, like I don't understand why you keep doing that. Like, it's all right. You know what I mean? Even if you ain't spell check it before you sent it, you know what I mean? Like, we'll figure it out. You ain't gotta erase it. But I only say that because I know somebody that used to do that. They used to erase everything they say. You know, it is just, and I be feeling like they on a run or something. You know what I mean? When they do stuff like that, I'll be trying to figure it out. So hard to explain in text. Yeah. Um, let me have read his before you get. But they pay Ricky Grievance to shame them, but the Tom Hanks left in the lies, and you Tom Hanks a name that really do be coming up. Like I ain't really get too deep into him, you know, but it sounds like he trying to be an activist out there as well. You know what I mean? Like he out there hanging with Don Lemon or something. Let's see. I was sub to your other my old channel. I don't know what that P word is, but we're gonna assume we're gonna pass that and sub under this account is what I'm saying. Um, you said you subbed though. You know what I mean? Like when we subbing, you know what I mean? Just in case, like they got me out here. Sub it to it, you know what I mean? Boy, might as well promote it. I don't know, maybe it's just me, you know. Tom Hanks is a well, I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm not gonna get too deep into the Epstein files, but you know, there's this dude back in the day when I used to watch YouTube. I don't remember his name, but he used to always talk about Pizzagate. You know, and there's some stuff, in that, and that kind of woke us up early that we used to see, and then like you been to the little restaurant, then you went downstairs. It was some stuff that was coming out around the time, and people used to think that we was crazy for believing things that we were saying. But I know that they used to have like code words for food and stuff like that that they used to do certain things, and I could tell you. Remember, CMF lady was a pretty mama. Um, I ain't getting involved, boy. Look here, cause boy, y'all some troublemakers. I ain't getting out here like that today. What? I would never find trips. I would never trips is what I'm saying, my friend. Oh, are you on Facebook? Uh, if you I just don't want to shout my name out because of people that are watching these days. You know what I mean? Because I gotta give out like the whole information how to get me on Facebook. But there's a couple people I need to get with on Facebook to kind of connect to you, and you will be one of them too. Man, that's all right, man. Look up Darnell A. Ruffin on Facebook. That's where I'm at. That's my government. You know that you find me on there. Chris Hansen is fake. Proof the episode of the guy who brings the pizza. Yo, you know who else? Uh, who did you just say? Chris Hansen? Wasn't that the dude that used to be outside people's house? You know what I mean? And then they would come like on a date or something, and then he'd come out of nowhere, and he had a camera, and you know you're over here to visit, and all the rest of that. Wasn't it, that dude was going after the ones that messing with the minors, right? Um, it was something I was about to say to that. Oh, 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 um, update. Michelle Obama. Oh man, no, hey, you ain't give me this time today, Con. It was something I was about to say though. I don't remember exactly what it is. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. For the people that got me running in the background, I do apologize for that. You can hear it in my voice, so it do sound better ever since I got a chance to blow my nose. So I do apologize for that. With 61 minutes in, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here just because two people left with me blowing my nose, and like I said, they trying to hear if I'm about to say something again. And eventually I might just say something. But I might not say something too loud, is what I'm saying, just in case they waiting for me to do it. You know what I mean? Like I might say something, you know what I mean? But I ain't gonna say nothing bad as long as y'all know. But I am watching it, you know what I mean? Like that is entertaining to me. I love seeing our people out there explore. Report. You know what I mean? Like some of this stuff is very interesting to me, especially like the conversation last night. Like it was deep because who you know actually gonna contact a journalist from jail? Like why would you would ask questions like why would he do that and stuff like that? But that just be me, you know. But like I said, most of the people on this side of town they don't really know what's going on that other side of town, and the only way you can get over there if you're trying to figure out what I'm saying you got to go back like 3 videos, listen from there, you know what I mean? And see, because I don't get out here and have stuff in the title and stuff like that, you know, you got to kind of see that it's hidden somewhere. But I also put some information in there. You got to always have some food with the medicine. BFF Honey 129, check it in. How are you doing, my friend? How you been, honey? I want to thank you for being so consistent as a friend, always checking in to see how I'm doing, and I definitely appreciate you. How are you doing today? A lot of fake stories put out there. Yeah, I think I was gonna go there too with the fake stories and stuff. You know, because I'm really not one that gets involved with all these stories and stuff. I just like to see the shows of some of these live streamers and seeing how the people act and then like some of them just it's just I've been watching them for so long that I just find entertainment in it. That's my way of supporting them and whatnot. Um, but I just want to make sure I ain't participating and getting involved because boy, these streets out here is vicious. Boy, you get out here and get your head cracked quick. You know, and I'm one of them ones like you ain't finna get me out here playing around. Like I'm too old for this. You know what I mean? I done been out here too long. I was thinking, when y'all seen that prayer, there was a division between the group. Like there was a group that just split. I had just left Dougie Life Entertainment and started my own channel, All of Us TV, only because people used to tell me I could do this by myself. But I used to have a crew of people. Like I could show y'all some of the videos. You'd be like, "Dang, I didn't know that you knew that many people back then." Like I've already been out here on YouTube to kind of circle these streets and stuff. Just when it came to the Kanika Jenkins story, you know what I mean? Like I had a chance to really see um, a lot of sides of this. Donnie Bo Jane Bill. A fake story. Um, are we talking about Bill? Like Bill Gates, Bill? I don't know if that's a fake story. As far as what he doing, like it's something always about Bill Gates. I'll never respect. I'll never trust. I don't understand why people never said nothing about Fauci from the beginning. Bill and Hillary. You know, um, Hillary right now is a viral sensation. They got her out here on these streets on Facebook looking like a trap queen, and they got her going around these different memes and posts, and then she wearing all kinds of crazy stuff, and they dressing her up like she a trap girl, a trap queen, and then they got Michael Jordan out there. They got him out there as a trap boy. He out there money and stuff. Yo, they like if he didn't go to the NBA, what would Michael Jordan be doing? And they got him out there. That jump funny to me too. Hillary is thrillery. Ah. I ain't really political. I'm gonna just keep it real like that. I did like living through the era when Bill Clinton was president. A lot of people back then used to say he was black, the way he used to treat the black folks back then. Like, what I mean? I'm just keeping it real back then, how it was for me, like I think I sat through a lot of presidents, you know what I mean? And I didn't really feel good sitting through Bush one or two, you know what I mean? Clinton was kind of, I don't remember Reagan so much because I was real young. But let me just say this real quick because we do have an anniversary coming up. Oh, Lord have mercy, something that came to mind. We got an anniversary coming up. I don't know if a lot of you all remember. And I don't want to ever call it a psyop because I see 13 people in the house. 13 of y'all might remember going to school, elementary school, and the Challenger blew up right there. You know what I'm saying? Remember, how many of y'all remember that? You know what I mean? Remember when the first teacher going to space? Shout out to my man Eric B. Shout out to him coming in the door. Like Eric B, you remember that? Remember back in the day when the first teacher going into space blew up live on television, and every kid see it and everything. I'm like, yo, it traumatized me. Since then, I was saying, yo, can you believe this? Reagan was the cause it ended Carter. I don't think I sat through Carter, but Reagan, I kind of remember him in the 80s, but it seemed like he was going after dope because that's when crack actually flood, so but I just will say that Clinton back in those days, the way the cost of living looked at then seemed to be a little more affordable for different people around the world. You know what I mean? Just as far as me thinking back, as far as how expensive things was and stuff like that, I would just say I enjoyed the Clinton years just because of the price. Now, as far as the next sitting president that actually like did anything, like I can't say in my years of living like I could actually give props to anybody. You know what I mean? After that, it just seemed like we've been going downhill from there. Because everybody thought Barack was gonna get out here and be for the people, but it seemed like he was for them people. You know what I mean? And I don't want to sound, any kind of other way, but people were saying they're forcing it on me, and there seemed like a lot of agendas when he was in control of presidency. We got 15 people checking in. I think they're coming back, y'all. I'm just letting you know, like it's certain times that I think they're here, because I could see the way my numbers be moving, you know what I mean? But they know I'm doing an hour too, so they checking in at the hour mark to see when he gonna stop so they can go back and review what I just said, you know what I mean? But yeah, I said something. I so did. Look, cause y'all late, you know what I mean? And I'm about to stop this, come back and say it again. Just because, you know what I mean? I know that I'm ahead of the content right now to just get out there and say what I want to say. As long as I'll be respectful, and I'm gonna be respectful. But just know, I know y'all listening. I know. But it's all love. We fam. It's all love. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, show me the love. I'm from out here. Y'all know that. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna come back after I go watch my live streams real quick, and then we gonna see what's going on. Exactly, Trips. 100. with the dancing, right? Too much happening in Canada right now. That's because y'all need to be watching what's going on with y'all president, y'all mayor. What is he? Is he a prime minister? I don't know exactly what he is, but his name is coming up too with the rest of them. Like, boy, these people in power, these kings, these queens, these priests, these all that they name on it. They all a part of the Black Eye Club. I don't care. Kanye part of it too. He part of the Black Eye Club. I don't care, man. They all out here with the Black Eye. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna come out here and say something on my next live stream. I don't want to get too amped. Like I'm gonna leave, and I'm real smooth right now. So I see the chat is still moving. I still see we got 13 people in the house. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate y'all checking in. I'm gonna get up out of here just so I can go watch those and then come right back. So I'll be back in a minute. Y'all make sure y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Y'all stay encouraged. Look, y'all make sure. Judge, you talking about Judge Judy? Is that who you talking about, Judge Judy? I think that's who you talking about. Wasn't she the one that said something about Barack? Was she the one that was outside the door that said that the white liberals is the enemy state? Malcolm X. I'm up out of here. I'll be right back, y'all. Peace. I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for y'all support and y'all help.